Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you a property which I think was quite unique compared to other properties that I brought to this channel. This is a restored farmhouse. It was restored in 2000. It was essentially rebuilt in the year 2000, but preserving all of the elements of the original farmhouse as it previously existed. It's a very large house. It's 3 bedrooms. And I'm not going to say too much about the house because I think that the video will speak for itself. I do want to say that it's located outside the town of Monte San Savino. Monte San Savino is a town that I did not know until a few months ago when I was first there. I've already featured 2 other properties from that town on this channel. The link for the first one is was the townhouse that was desperately in need of renovation work. I do believe that someone who saw my video has possibly already put an offer down on that property, which is just such a thrill to me to know that the work that I'm doing is helping someone else. So it could be that that is no longer on the market. I'm not sure. And all the best to the potential buyer if he's watching this video now. The other property that I brought to this channel is a 2-bedroom apartment that is located on the same square as the townhouse. So if you missed that and you might still be interested in that, the link for that is also up above. And yeah, but the house that we're looking at today is just about a 5-minute drive outside the town of Monte San Savino. The asking price is $480,000, which I know it's a lot more than what probably a lot of people watching this have budgeted. However, given the size of this house, which is 330 square meters, that means that the asking price right now is still less than 1,500 euros per square meter, which, given the location, given the quality of the rebuild, I think is a pretty phenomenal price. I do happen to know that the owner of the house, they've been wanting to move for quite a while now. The house has been on the market for quite a while now. So they are, and well, I think that they're very eager to be able to negotiate with a potential buyer. So just know that as you watch the video that the asking price could be substantially higher than the actual end sale price. So keep that in mind. Anyway, without any further ado, yeah, let's go check out this property. And as always, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. And as always, the link to the property is in the description below. So let's go check it out. Okay, so we just entered the garden area. There's a gate, an electric gate, and we're approaching the house. It's the house up there in front of us off to the left, and with the house are 2 annexes on the property. This appears to be a barn, which is currently being used as just a work area. Gosh, I would have so much fun in here with woodworking projects. It looks like they also have a grill back there. Yeah, if you wanted to barbecue, what an amazing space. Oh, I think it's so beautiful. So beautiful. It was a farmhouse, and the lower level of the house was where the animals lived, and upstairs was where the family resided. The property line is where that the stone wall is, where the 2 men were standing. All right, let's go in the house now. Yeah, as we enter, there are the beautiful terracotta floors that I love so much. and the terracotta brick ceilings. It's just absolutely beautiful. Here, the second room in this greater room area is the dining room and the living room. So I love the openness here. I think it's such a beautiful space. Now we are approaching what they are using now as a work area. I think that makes a lot of sense. And off of the work area, there are two rooms. One of them is the bathroom there in the corner, and the other is a storage room and the library that's staying with the house, of course. The bathroom is quite modern, or the fixtures. It's a pocket door, which I think is really practical in a space like this because the bathroom is rather small. But this is just servicing the downstairs level. Upstairs, there are three more bathrooms. So this is the first of four bathrooms in this house. And everything was relatively recently remodeled. So there isn't any work that you would need to do in this house unless you wanted to. All right, well, let's go back into oh yeah, look at the ceilings. It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. The family that owns this house, they own the property right next door. Theoretically, you could buy both properties if you wanted. So, yeah, let's go have a look at the storage space here. It's quite practical. And now let's go have a look at the kitchen. I like how they've arranged the furniture here. I think it makes a lot of sense to have the dining table right there. So going into the kitchen, again, it's the same floors, same ceilings. It's relatively modern. So you have all the modern appliances, and yeah, I think it's very spacious. I like the the door going out to the garden right there. And yeah, just to give you an impression of how big this kitchen is. By Italian standards, this is very spacious. So, yeah, I don't know if the camera is doing it justice, but it's a very light space. All right, let's head out into the garden now. This is just a small part behind the house, and this points to the direction of where the annexes are that we saw in the very beginning. Here we have the obligatory basil. Okay, so moving back into the house, let's head upstairs to check out the bedrooms. These are beautiful Murano sconces and the Murano glass chandelier. I think they could be negotiated if that was something that you'd want. I would buy them right away. I love them. All right, so let's head upstairs now. There is so much living space in this house. It's crazy. It's so wonderful. I love how open it is. And I think you'll like it too when you see the open living room that we have upstairs with yet another fireplace. Isn't this beautiful? So here we have what I would consider a private living room. And the three bedrooms are all off of this open living space up here. And then you see the lofted area, but we'll come back to that later. So this is the first of three bedrooms. This is a sunken bedroom, which I think is really cool. I don't think I've ever seen a sunken bedroom. And each bedroom has a bathroom. So this is the bathroom, the ensuite bathroom off of bedroom number one. It doesn't have a bathtub, but it does have a shower, which is more than adequate. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't show you the views from the window. I think it's beautiful. I mean, it does help that it's a beautiful sky. Sun is shining. So there we have the first bathroom high mirror. So let's go down and check out the bedroom area. It's very spacious. All three bedrooms in this house are similar in size. The master bedroom is a bit bigger, and here we enter the second bedroom, and again, it's a really, really spacious room. There is a closet behind the entrance door that you'll see as I pan over. So there you can see the closet door. And this also has an ensuite bathroom. But first, I want to show you the views outside the window because I think they're beautiful. And you know, when you buy a house, when you're living in a house, the outdoors is so important, and what you can see when you look outdoors, it's so important. On a lot of these property tours, I find they never really look out the window, and I'm always thinking, look out the window, look out the window. I want to see what it's like, where the house is situated. It's so important. Okay, here we have the bathroom. These are the children's rooms, and you know, when you see the bathroom, it's quite clear, and this looks out over what I would call the barn. I think it's beautiful. I love this barn so much. And heading back into the bedroom, let's head outside now. But yeah, again, the all of the rooms have very high ceilings. All right, so let's go look at the third bedroom here in the house. This is the master bedroom, and I'm going to show you the bathroom first because I think it's quite special. But you'll see right away this is a very spacious bedroom as well. But the bathroom, this is like a wellness area, the double sink, and it's a room. It's a very large room, which they've broken off into different sections. I think it's very clever how they've done it. And the view is just spectacular. I love it. I love it. I know I use the word spectacular all the time, but that's often how I feel when I'm looking at these properties. So, going behind the sinks, this is the area that I would call the wellness area with a beautiful bathtub. I like the layout of this a lot. And then the toilet and the bidet, a closet. And then they've cordoned off a quarter of this room for the shower. They basically used the corner of this room for the shower. So it's very, very spacious. It does seem like there's a mold issue going on, but I've seen this a lot in property tours I've watched, and it does seem that the solution for that could be pretty simple to remedy. All right, so let me show you the bedroom now. Heading into the bedroom, there is the closet, the walk-in closet, which you don't find very often in Italian houses. And this is quite spacious. There is a window off to the left here, which could be important for airing out anything that you might be storing here. So, a very spacious walk in closet. And as always, I'm going to show you the view out the window. It's the same view as what we had in the bathroom. I just think it's so beautiful. That's the driveway that connects all of the three properties on this on this land. All right, so heading out back into the general living quarters up here, there is a loft, as you saw. We're going to go up the stairs. This space is currently being used for storage, but there's no reason why you couldn't use this as an office space if you wanted to do that, or whatever whatever your heart desired. I think, or a games room if you wanted to do something like that for children. And yeah, look at these views outside. This gives you an idea for where this house is situated. It is absolutely gorgeous. Ah, look at that. Look at that. I want to show you the gardens now because the gardens are rather extensive. I think it's hard to appreciate how extensive they are. You can see that there's this above ground pool, and that's great, but you do have the possibility of putting in a regular below ground pool, as the case were an in ground pool, that's what it's called. And there's plenty of space for it. So, yeah, but you can see how expansive the garden is, how far back that goes. I think it's really beautiful. There is normally someone who's cutting the grass, but they're away on holiday or something at this time. So this gives you an idea of the two annexes. One is being used as a garage. And looking ahead, looking straight on, you can see there are three properties, or three buildings on this property. One of them has been restored, the one straight ahead right now. And then that is not for sale as far as I know. But the one with the white plaster facade, that has not been renovated. You would have the option of buying that together with this house. And there you have it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.